Lurkers of Reddit, why? Sometimes doing nothing is the best option. Upvoting is easier than commenting, and not upvoting is easier than upvoting, p. Usually because I'm last to the party and everything I want to say has been said. Edit. Wow, that took off a bit unexpectedly. I guess my comment resonated with a lot of my fellow lurkers. Open mouth smile. Thank you for the awards, made my day. Was really hoping the comments section was empty. Some subreddits are interesting to read, but pretty damn hostile to participate in. I lurked for a year before I signed up. I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to spending even more time on the site and getting even more enmeshed in the culture. When you only lurk, it feels like you're enjoying a site in a completely different way, perhaps the difference between visiting a regular museum and a hands-on science exhibit. If I don't have anything worth contributing, I don't contribute. I type a lot but end up deleting it before posting. Leaving a comment on a thread with 1,000 plus comments seems pointless. You know they are just going to upvote the post and go about the day, right? And NBSP. Because people on this site love to argue over literally anything. Was downvoted to -1 once on a throwaway. Have been too scared since until now. Simple anxiety. 'Cause Redditors roast. I come here for wisdom only. Aren't we all mostly lurkers? I probably comment on less than 0.1% of what I see. In fact, some of us should probably silently lurk more than they do. ... Not brave enough. Let's be real, most of the comments won't be read by anyone, and if the thread is a few hours old, chances are slim anybody will find your contribution. Sometimes it makes also no sense to write something, if your thought doesn't fit the hive mind 100%. You will just be attacked and downvoted. Absolutely not worth the struggle. Because people are really toxic here. Everyone is just angry and somehow finds hate in good comments. Edit. First award, thank you, kind stranger. I just don't feel like I have anything good to say. I've seen so many good and talented people on Reddit and I'm just not one of them, so I kinda stopped trying to be one of them. Now I'm just here to appreciate art, get a good laugh once in a while and look at wholesome memes laughing face. Because it's not worth the time. This won't even be read by anyone and shows exactly why most people here lurk. If you are not super early to a thread, no one will see your comment, and if you are early and a few people disagree with you or just don't like what you say, they downvote you, and since you are in the negative, other people will blindly downvote you too. The reverse is true too. If you get a few people immediately upvoting you, many others will blindly upvote too. Point is, it's a waste of time trying to participate here on Reddit because chances are, no one will see, no one will care, and you still waste time formulating something semi-coherent. Point being, I just wasted 2 minutes explaining lurking on Reddit in a thread where no one will see my answer. Edit. Honestly, I don't have words, guys. In a thread of then 1.5k comments, I made one talking about never being seen, and I am not only seen but some really kind people even gave me awards. It really means a lot to me that you took the time to respond. It's so sweet of you. Less than 3. It would be so funny if this thread was just completely empty but the post had like 100 upvotes. There's an entire subreddit of us, by the way, our lurkers. I stopped my lurking temporarily just to bring upon you this holy information. I actually really enjoy reading all the comments. Often I find if I do have something to say, someone has already said it, in a far more eloquent way than I ever could. I never know what to say. Worried that even the most basic statement will cause an argument, disagreement. You think they would reply if they were lurkers? # greater than underscore and #x200b. They're too cool for that shit. #. Why risk someone doxing me for wrong think? Does it really matter? Y'all are mean as duck. It's the internet, why is everything so serious? #. Instead of telling you, I'll show you. This comment is posted 7 hours after the post initially went up and there are 5.5k comments ahead of me. No one will ever see this comment. No one will upvote it. I might get a downvote because someone up may think I'm hunting for internet points, or B, somewhere in the 5.5k comments ahead of me is a comment nearly identical to mine and that person may think I just copied it. So here is my comment that will go into the vast Reddit servers, which no one will ever see. Posting on Reddit is hit or miss. And the miss is generally worse than the hit. Reddit is kind of a scary place. There are a lot of rules, it seems easy to mess up and get banned, plus there seem to be a lot of angry people ready to pounce on anything. I don't even know why I'm answering this question. I'm sure I'm gonna get in trouble somehow. 'Cause we don't wanna accidentally reveal our kinks and be shamed. Also general introversion. Because a lot of you are assholes and it's not worth getting into arguments over internet drivel. Also, a lot only understand American humor. I am convinced that the comments are either generated by an advanced AI or written in a room filled with aspiring writers. Because commenters of Reddit, why? Anxiety plus nothing to say. Catch 22. No real lurkers will answer, because as soon as they answer they are no longer a lurker. I come on here to be entertained, not to entertain others. Social anxiety. Because sometimes when you comment anything some twat starts a huge argument over literally nothing. When you're old like me it gets tiresome. I get tired of stating conclusions I've come to only to be badgered with source. Like, not only can't you be bothered to try to learn more on your own or offer an alternate take, but you can't be bothered to ask nicely? Duck off. Because when I post, I somehow get a toxic side of Reddit that is against me or my post never gets seen and so posting has become bad for my mental health. Never seen the point it will just get buried. Because I don't want to be doxed or harassed by a bunch of kids that don't know their ass from their elbow about how great Marxism is and how I should just submit to their leftist professor's great idea about HIW the US is a bad place and should be destroyed. Come here out of boredom at work. Scroll for a few minutes, go back to work. It's a good system. Because this already has 4.1k comments, and who will see this one? Because Redditors are assholes and I have anxiety as it is. Not gonna willingly make it worse. I have been using Reddit for almost 3 years now. This is my first comment. Do I qualify as a lurker? Reddit is trash. I'm an introvert. Even on the internet, Reddit has enough to read for me to actively post comments. I do post from time to time but not much and I've only had an account since last year while I've been browsing Reddit on and off for years now. Not even worth my time commenting. Most Redditors are pseudo-intellectuals that think they know what they're talking about and people in general are morons. So, more often than not it's someone going against what I said to argue, and if it's to agree with me, what's the point? Also, it's not my job to teach or enlighten anyone. The world could stay just as stupid or worse and I'd be fine watching it burn. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one and most of them stink. I lurk because not everyone needs to know my opinion, thought on something. TBH, after reading many a comment tree, many of you should lurk as well. I was really hoping this would be a post with a 100k upvotes and 0 comments. I've been using Reddit for 6+ years. Used to be fairly active but anymore I've realized that commenting and posting rarely leads to anything worth my time, and I'm usually so late to each thread that it would get buried anyways. Plus, by now I'm getting a little bored of all the Reddit isms. You can only see so many posts about broken arms and moms, lyric threads, or, whoa unexpected reference to this popular piece of media, when it's usually not unexpected because I've seen that exact interaction play out about 20 other times in older posts. Fairly often, I'll type out a comment, sometimes a couple paragraphs long, reread it, decide it's not worth the time to reply to any comments, or it doesn't contribute anything valuable or unique, so I delete it before posting. In fact, I just about did that to this comment, too. Many people hide behind the anonymity of the internet. Because of that, they feel they are superior to anyone else on here. I don't have the energy or inclination to argue with people. If you do or say anything outside the accepted norms, you get shouted down. I've commented on a post for something I have been an expert witness on in court and told I'm wrong and nothing I could say would change their mind. I have nothing to share on here that would change anyone's mind, much less the world, so I enjoy the few subs I subscribe to for my own pleasure. I don't have an overwhelming desire to appear to be the smartest guy in the room. Pretty much every time you want to comment, your idea has been commented by another user already, so you just hit the upvote on it. Sometimes, you lurk to see if you're supposed to be comment will have negative responses as well and feel good that you were not the one who posted it.